All right.
Good try. No soup for you.
Trey, go get you some wax beans and
Back soup to the deli, I know.
yeah, go get you some wax beans and
Hey,
have
Trey,
a good day, man.
thanks for
First downs for Central Clay for 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters. Roll call with a spidget.
roll call. A spidget.
Spidget. A spidget. A spidget.
All night. Hey, this is for all you that couldn't make it to the Bama game Saturday. You missed Dixieland Delight at the game Saturday in Tuscaloosa, so I thought it would only be appropriate.
That's a good one. I like that. Steve Stokes.
Open up the show with Dixieland Delight. Because, hey, if you didn't get to go to Tuscaloosa, I know you missed out.
What was the controversy?
The student section says bad words, ad
what?
lib. I don't know which section. I don't know. I don't know.
Good song?
You use your mind and fill it in there.
All
buddy.
right, that'll work.
Hey, we want to thank our sponsors real quick. The Old Barn Restaurant, Turner Mowing, Alabama. Turner Mowing got a new hat right here. Alabama Real Estate Connection, Southern Animal Hospital and Pet Resort, the Crease Insurance Agency, Pig Cafe, getting ready for Thanksgiving catering. Deep South Apparel with Pete Van Horn, Severa Rouse, Reeves, Baker, Hastings, and Reeves. Crows, Chicken of Brundage, All Star Collision, Jones Medical. Health Actions, the UPS Store, Hooks Barbecue, Marco's Pizza, Pike County Ford.
New commercial?
Southern Roots, new commercial.
Yep. Well,
Charles Henderson Foundation. Thank y'all very graciously. Well, we wouldn't be able to do this every Sunday night without those sponsors, and we really appreciate it. Hey, Charles Henderson, big region victory Friday night.
17-7, baby.
That's right. They beat Carroll of Ozark, and Carroll of Ozark, it was, you had to say they were favored coming into the game.
They were, and they were ranked 7th in the state, Neil.
That's right. And, hey, there's no doubt about it. Charles Henderson has height, weight, speed, and strength. And when they get it all clicking and don't get all them penalties, they can beat anybody.
Oh, you're not kidding. I mean,
They can beat anybody.
Watching the game, I was there on the sideline, and I mean, good gracious, we were 10 times faster than they were.
Yeah.
And all they did, they lined up, and you kind of knew every play they were going to run.
Yeah, they didn't have a big passing attack.
No,
they haven't for years.
And
So-
heck, last year, Charles Henderson lost 10-3
Yep.
on the last play.
Last play, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah, so
Did you get these stats on the
I
Charles
did
Henderson
get
game?
some stats on the game there,
It was
brother.
over in the vet. Frank Scarborough and Mike Amos brought it to you live on Troy Cable Channel 2 and on Facebook.
And on
Studio
Facebook,
52
it was.
Productions.
Again, Charles Henderson won 17-7. Carroll came in, the vet, being ranked 7th in the state. Puka Jones was 9 for 10 for the first 10 passes the kid threw. 9 for 10, the first 10 that he threw. That's incredible. And he scored 2 touchdowns. I mean, beautiful.
Threw 2 touchdowns.
Threw 2 touchdowns. Beautiful. Guys hit a 32-yard field goal. And let me tell you, when he hit a 32-yard field goal, they had some malfunctions with the opening of the field goal.
So
As
it was
you
at
know,
the
in
college
yeah, it
level?
was at the college level.
Wow.
Let me tell you, at the vet, of course, when Troy plays, they close
close
the
it
field
in,
goal.
and in
but
high school, they open it up.
Where there was a malfunction with the system that makes it go out.
So both teams had
both
to kick.
teams, both teams had to kick. And let me tell you something, man. He put it on it. 32 yards. He nailed it.
And anytime you get over 30 yards in the high school ranks, that's a good field goal.
Hey, and I was down there on the end, man. They could have easily been a 40, 45 yards.
Oh, man, he's got a leg, no doubt.
But anyway, Charles Henderson's victorious. They go to Tallahassee this Friday night. Big area. Let me tell you, I was talking to a few people on the sidelines, and it's crucial that we win these next 2 games to try to get in that 4th spot. And Tallahassee, Neil, is beatable. They're 5-2 overall, and their region, they're only 3-1, but they've only beat like Rehoboth and Valley. I mean, so we can beat them. Charles Henderson can beat them.
Just like we beat Carroll.
Oh, exactly. So that's the stats for the CHS, and I know we got a player of the week for the Marcos.
We do. The Marcos player of the week, you win a large 1 topping, and Marcos asked me to cut it back to 1 topping.
1 topping. Okay.
Hey, it is what it is. Marcos, 1 topping large pizza goes to Puka Jones, who had an outstanding night at quarterback. I think he only had 3 incompletions all night. He started out 9 for 10. He had 2 beautiful touchdown passes. And, hey, Charles Henderson gets their first region win.
Exactly.
It was desperately needed.
They beat Rehoboth.
They beat Rehoboth, that's right. So, hey, Puka Jones kept them in the race for that 4th spot, and the 4th spot is what we're fighting for right now because that is a playoff berth.
Exactly.
And so congratulations to Puka Jones. You've won a Marco's large one-topping pizza. Just call them up, tell them who you are, present your ID when you go in to get your pizza. It's carry out only, and enjoy your pizza. Puka Jones, the quarterback at Charles Henderson, they beat Carroll 17-7.
Can also add, Neil, he also threw to 7 different receivers.
Wow.
That's impressive.
That is impressive.
But, they were on. It was a great game. Beautiful, and it felt so good outside.
Oh, it was nice,
goodness.
man. Hadn't this weather just been incredible?
It was good, man.
But hey, you know, with the nice weather, I want to say our hearts go out to the people of South Georgia and the people from Apalachicola, Mexico Beach, and the city of Panama City. The beach was hit too, but the city of Panama City was devastated. Our hearts go out.
Glen Haven, Florida.
I mean, it's going to be an incredible recovery effort. Lives were lost, families were wrecked, homes were ruined, displaced people all over the place. Mother Nature is something not to mess with, and some people evacuated, some people didn't, and our hearts just go out to those people.
You know, and Jim English, thank you so much for filling in last week. We were at Disney World, and on the way home, we had a 12-hour detour to go up through Donaldson.
You had to go up the coast.
We sure
come
did
around,
and seeing some of those towns that were severely
devastated.
It breaks my heart. But,
well, I couldn't let the show go on without at least saying we were thinking about the Panhandle and the Southern Georgia people, and Donaldsonville, Georgia was one of the ones. I mean, it was bad.
Man.
Goshen beats Calhoun 36-0. I told you last week Goshen would get a win.
Hey, it broke their 3-game losing streak.
That's
so
right.
Like that. Brian Galloway completed 4 of 6 passes with a touchdown. Will Snyder even got to come in, Coach Snyder's son. He had a couple passes. Caleb Dawson rushed for 84 yards, Neil, and 2 TDs, buddy. He put it on him. And Jamarcus Sanford led receiving with 3 catches for 40 yards. So, again, Calhoun's not really a football.
Let's just go ahead and say it. They're a basketball school.
They'll
whoop you in basketball.
Like they told us that night we were
The head coach meets me at the 50-yard line and says, hey, we're a basketball school.
Basketball school. But anyway, congratulations, Coach Snyder. 34-0 win, and
36.
36-0 win.
Yeah.
And again, they come off the 3-game losing streak. So
that's right. Pike County goes down to Slocum and wipes them off the board 32-10.
Let me tell you something now. Our buddy Bulldog Johnny, he lets us know and all that.
That's right.
At halftime, I get a text from him. He says, "Man, we're trailing 10-0."
Oh, really?
So I'm like, oh my goodness. So 10-0 they were losing at halftime.
Oh,
Let me
gracious.
tell you what. 32-10. I don't know
That's
what
32 unanswered.
I'm telling you, I don't know what Coach Holland told those kids in the locker room at halftime, but they came out, buddy, and they are still on their 6-game winning streak. They're on it.
They haven't lost since Charles Henderson, have
No, they haven't.
Yeah.
Rashawn Reynolds, he had 222 yards on 18 carries.
Former Marco's Pizza winner.
Yeah, exactly. Derek Mahan, 77 yards on 9 carries.
Former Marco's Pizza winner.
Jaden Wilson, 3 for 11 for 83 yards and 2 touchdowns. Yep. And again, the good old Slocum Red Tops, they thought they were big and mighty at halftime,
right.
but they went in there drinking
Fred Holland
slushies and stuff like. What we got, baby?
Well, the Pike County players drank the Kool-Aid at halftime.
Yeah, exactly.
The Kool-Aid that Fred Holland was giving out, and they come out there and got it done.
You know what, Neil? We always talk about this, but Pike County, they start off slow.
And they get better every
But
game.
let me tell you something. By week 8, 9, you don't want to play those.
That's right.
Well,
Fred's run off 6 or 7 the week before the first game.
Oh,
He's made them mad, and he's run them in the dirt, and he's making them tough, and making them pay attention, and Fred, you either gonna do it Fred Holland's way, or you ain't gonna play. So the first couple games is iffy.
Exactly.
But man, he gets 11 on offense and 11 on defense, and he makes sure that those 22 guys want to play.
Yeah, and he is a carbon copy of Coach Wayne Grant.
That's right.
There. And he played for Coach Grant. I think he keeps that same mentality.
Yep.
Hey, we don't have a lot of players on the field, but we'll put it to you, buddy.
That's right. Wally Pike Lib hosts Monroe Academy, and Pike Lib was undefeated. Monroe was undefeated, and Pike Lib hadn't beat Monroe. Somebody said
13,
ever.
or 13
But then
tries.
I heard 13 tries or something.
Well,
Monroe comes in and is only leading 7-0.
7-0 at half. When I got that text at halftime at Charles Henderson game, I'm like, that's going to be good. And I told a friend, actually Dr. Edwards, came to the Charles Henderson game, and he and I were talking on the sideline, and Judson even said, hey, I'd watch Pike Live. They'll come back on that. But they didn't. It was 28-0.
Yep. Heard the officiating got a little sideways second half.
Yeah, it did. But Coach Gene Allen, he said that Pike Live made a lot of mistakes.
Heard that too.
And again, it was 7-0 at halftime. But Pike was in the red zone 4 times and just could not come out.
Couldn't punch it in.
Could not punch it in. And watching some of the fever stuff, I know Tristan Carter, he had 2 just
great catches.
Great
Yeah.
one-handed Odell Beckham.
I know it.
Type catches. Great athlete.
Yeah.
But anyway, they scored the Vols. And let me tell you something. The Monroe, I don't know who started this school, but apparently they were
Tennessee fans.
fan, because I heard Chip Walson talk about when they went and called that game a couple of years ago, their end zone were checkered like the Tennessee,
yeah.
and man, they got the dogs,
and then balls across the helmet.
I mean, they were big Tennessee people.
Yeah.
But anyway, they scored 3 touchdowns and just.
Hey, you Pike Live guys, man, all your goals can still be met.
Exactly.
Don't
and
hold
they're
your head.
man, heck no, they're not out of this at all.
No,
But they play a cool little school, Success Unlimited.
Christian.
Let me tell you, if you play a school called Success Unlimited, you got to give them 3 points.
Just for the name.
Just for the name. That's pretty cool. But anyway, Pike Live Falls, their first loss. But again, just like Neil said, hey, kids, y'all don't give up.
That's
man.
right.
Y'all got a heck of a team.
That's right. Wally Ayrton was affected by the hurricane. Their game is delayed against Barber County till tomorrow night.
Monday night. They got to play again Friday.
They play again Friday night. So Ayrton plays 2 games this week, which is tough on those guys. Zion Chapel beats Central Haynesville 27-12. The Zion Chapel Rebels are 4-3, a winning record. Randy Bryant, congratulations. I don't care what happens the rest of the year. You're building winners down there, and you've done a great job. And 4-3 is a record. Hey, Wally, I even heard that Zion Chapel had 3 starters out this last week against Central Haynesville. They had an offensive guard that was sick and couldn't play, and then they had 2 guys with broken hands that are out. And hey, Aaron Sin, the quarterback, had 3 1-yard quarterback sneaks for touchdowns. 3 touchdowns, but all 3 of them were 1-yard quarterback sneaks. Hey. So that's kind of unique. And Hunter Oswald, former Marco's Pizza winner, had a 35-yard touchdown run from his running back position. And Zion Chapel runs their record of 4-3. They beat Central Haynesville 27-12. Laverne loses to Highland Home 31-28.
And we did not have any. Let me tell you, I cannot get stats. It's almost impossible on the newspaper. So if Bud from
if Bud's going to call, that's right. Give us an update, Bud. And we did talk to Coach Riles at the funeral home, and he said that guys, all I'm going to tell you is we did not play well.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
He said that might have been our worst. He said Highland Home was good. They're well coached and a good football team, but we did not play our. We didn't play our best game.
Neil and I were talking about this the other day. We called Highland Home's spring jamboree game. We both looked at each other at the end of the game and said, "Oh no."
We did.
Those kids were
on it. Sure did. Last spring.
That's going to be a neat final 1, 2, 3, 4 in that area. That's strong teams in that area, buddy.
That's right. CCA beats Wilcox 28-0. CCA rolling right along with Coach Grant.
Yeah, I'm telling you, 28-0. Hey, let me tell you, Trey Strickland ran the ball 13 times for 173 yards and 2 TDs, buddy. Tristan Jordan, he had 2 TDs on 10 carries. Justin Hall, he had 5 tackles. Check this out, Neil. A block punt.
Wow.
And a fumble recovery. Justin Hall was on it. Now they're 7-1, and they're 4-0 in the region. And just like kind of what we were talking at the beginning of the season, I think if CCA is going to win the championship, it's got to be this year.
It's got to be this year.
They're strong. They got a lot of seniors, and making this their area championship game, which Wilcox County was trying to beat them out of it. They're going to have home field advantage for the remainder of the playoffs. So I mean, if they win, they'll keep home field advantage.
That's awesome.
Before they get
which
to the
is huge.
Oh yes,
which is huge.
Yes.
Wally, let's run down the roll call of scores, and then we'll take a break, and we'll come back and tell you about next Friday night's games before we move into the college. Brantley 53, Red Level 14, Georgiana 35, Elba 27, Florala 63, McKenzie 29, Kinston 20, Pleasant Home 14, Geneva County 40, Cottonwood 27, Abbeville 54, Daleville 0. GW Long gets a big win, 24-15 over Houston County. Goshen shuts out Calhoun 36-0. Zion Chapel beats Central 27-12. Highland Home beats Laverne 31-28. Houston Academy 37, Geneva 28. Providence 61, Op 0. Pike County 32, Slocum 10. Wicksburg 27, Strawn 14.
And Trinity homecoming game, 10-0 over Dale County. CHS, Charles Simpson 17, Carroll 7. Sidney Lanier 35, Carver 25. Eufaula 52, Coach Reba, he is knocking them out.
They're scoring some points down there.
Russell County 31, Wetumpka 23, Benjamin Russell 7, Prattville 47, Jeff Davis 32, Monroe Christian Academy 28, Pike Lib 0, Greenville 34, Beauregard 13, Tallahassee 39, Rehoboth 14, Northview 17, Dothan 7, which played last night.
Yes.
Stanhope Elmore 31, Selma 20, Central Phoenix City 44. They are just rolling,
beating
everywhere.
everybody.
Robert E. Lee 17, Headland 41, again undefeated. They just rock.
Headland got it going on.
Ashford 7, CCA again 28, Wilcox County 0, and that will do our roll call. So we will take a short break and be right back. So don't leave.
Wally, what are you doing in that Mustang GT 350 out here at Pike County Ford?
Man, I'm about to buy this sweet ride and hit 231 and put my fuzz buster on there, bro.
Man, you're going to need a fuzz buster in that thing. Is that a 5-speed manual shift?
Yeah, it is.
My
5-speed
God,
like a race
what
car, man.
Sweet ride. Look at the clutch, everything, man. Hey, up to $5,000 more than Kelly Blue Book value on your trade-in. Come see them at Pike County Ford. They're dealing. Man, you got the real estate connection, man.
Can't believe this.
Deals going on, man. Got the calls up. What are you doing, man? Monopoly man. They don't play games up here in the Alabama Real Estate Connection. Get out of here, man.
Hey, you got to get out of jail free card?
You got to call Toby and Dina Adams right here, 566-4765, the Alabama Real Estate Connection. They don't play games up here. They're dealing. Boy, what you working on there?
Oh, man, I'm working on this yard bird right here. Man, Neil, this
Look
paint.
at that chicken.
Man, this paint is going to the Louvre, brother.
Man, you know where you can get some good chicken like that fried up on the bone?
I don't know, man, but I'm getting hungry.
The Old Barn Restaurant in Goshen, Alabama. Give them a call, 484-3200. Why, they got quail, catfish, hamburger steak, shrimp, seafood, and free cheese biscuits with your dinner. They're open Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night, and lunch after church. Wally, this thing looks pretty good. Are you through with this? I didn't mean to mess it up. I'm sorry. What you got, man?
Man,
What's wrong with this thing?
I done wrecked my kayak, man.
What'd you do? Run into a weather buoy out there?
Yeah, I ran into one of
Out
those
in the
weather
Gulf?
buoys. Yeah, I sure did, man.
Unbelievable, man. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do about all this?
I don't know, man.
Cracked up
I got to go
again.
to see that lake.
Insurance?
Ma'am?
Insurance?
I don't have any
He
insurance.
should have went to Crease Insurance Agency out on 231 and got him some insurance. Now he's got to pay cash money for his kayak, doesn't he?
Yeah, he sure does.
Listen to the beach worker right here. He's got to pay cash for his kayaks. Visit Mike Crease, the Crease Agency, the only insurance agent you'll ever need.
All right, Neil, where is he from and who is he with?
Well, it's Lionel Richie. He was with the Commodores. He's from Tuskegee, Alabama. Boom. pick it
One
up.
of the best. Hey, William Johnston.
That was for William.
That was for William Johnston.
All right.
And William just got back from Brazil.
He's
Oh,
on the
fishing in
trip.
the Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
He had some picture on
I saw
Facebook,
it, I
some
saw
big,
it.
ugly-looking fish, whatever.
And then
it was.
some tribe leader, somebody chief. He called him a chief. Yeah,
That was 4 foot tall.
yeah. Wally, you won the Beat Wally
Can't
contest.
nobody beat me, man. I'm telling you, baby. I won 3, and I lost. The only game I lost was Blue Murray.
Everybody got credit for the Northview game.
Yeah, we gave credit. to
Everybody
Northview.
got credit for the Northview game because it was iffy on whether they would play or not. So we just went ahead and everybody got the Northview game right. But Wally still won.
Just yours truly, baby. So what I did, this is to make it fair, I took a piece of paper and I put everybody's name that played. So if you didn't play, you don't get your hat.
I'm gonna draw a name out of the hat.
You're gonna draw a name out of the hat. All right.
If you
baby.
played, your name is in it. Look, David Doty thinks he's gonna win. Let's see. I didn't pull the hat size, Andy.
Don't say 3 and 8/4 or something.
Alyssa English. Alyssa English, Jim and
right.
Tammy English's daughter, wins a large, not you, David, missed out, buddy. Alyssa English wins a large one-topping pizza from Marco's. Alyssa, just give them a call. Give them your name. It's a carry-out only. Marco's large one-topping pizza. Give them a call.
Well, has David even picked a game?
He ain't-
Our producer, has he even picked one game?
He's struggling, man. He's struggling. He's struggling. Listen, real quick, let's hit the upcoming games.
Upcoming games,
and
the
then
big ones.
after we do the upcoming games, Wally's going to tell you which games are going to be the pick for next Friday night. Andalusia is at W.S. Neal. Ayrton hosts Barber County Monday night. Then they host G.W. Long Friday night. Brantley hosts McKenzie. Carroll hosts Beauregard. Charles Henderson is at Tallahassee. Dale County is at Headland. Daleville is at Geneva. Dothan hosts Sidney Lanier. Elba's at Red Level. Enterprise hosts Robert E. Lee. Eufaula hosts Carver. And Georgiana is at Kinston.
And Goshen hosts Central Hayneville. Highland Home hosts New Brockton. Luverne hosts Calhoun. Greenville is at Wilcox County. Pike County is at Opp. Strong is at Providence. Zion Chapel hosts Sampson. Pike Liberal Arts hosts Success Christian. Valley hosts Rehoboth. And CCA hosts, listen to this name, Snook.
Snook.
If you play for Snook, you're just an 8-point underdog right now. All right. So that's our games. And Neil,
Who we got this week?
We got-
It'll be five games
Five
to pick
games.
from.
Five
Get you-
games.
Get you large one-topping pizza from Marco's.
and these are going to be some good games. They're going to be
Go
kind
ahead,
of
man.
hard. Zion Chapel hosts Sampson. That's my first
Got
one.
it.
Charles Henderson High School at Tallahassee.
Got it.
And that's going to be our most points.
The total?
Total points.
Total points, Charles Henderson at Tallahassee.
Exactly. Highland Home hosts New Brockton. That's going to be a nail biter.
That will.
Eufaula hosts Carver.
Yep.
Last one, Pike Lib hosts Success Christian. So those are 5 good games, I think, that will be.
You think you can win it 2 weeks in a row?
Man.
Bulldog Johnny was right on your heels now.
Oh, I know Bulldog now. He got a time machine or something. Ain't nobody get that daggone close.
Hey, the college ranks. Troy goes up to Lynchburg, Virginia, and loses to
man.
Liberty, 21-16. And hey, you know, you don't want to blame anything on anybody, but you know, hey, Coach Brown said his quote was that was bad football.
Yeah.
Bad football. But you know, Troy goes up there without their starting quarterback. It's Sawyer Smith's first full game.
You know, Neil, when you're playing an environment like that, and it's your first full game, a lot of butterfly. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of things can go wrong.
Yep.
And I think that's what happened.
He did. Wally Sawyer Smith replaced injured Caleb Barker, who's out with ACL for the rest of the year, but he should be rehabbed up enough to have a full spring training, I'm told. So that's good for next year. Smith was 13 of 25 for 135 yards. He didn't throw any touchdown passes. B.J. Smith rushed for 111 yards on 20 carries, and Billingsley had 4 carries for 14 yards. And the Trojans rushed the ball for a total of 37 times for 337 yards. Well, they were able to move the ball on the ground. They just couldn't get it in the end zone. And the bright spot for the Trojans was DeAndre Douglas, the wide receiver, number 80. He is now 4th time, all-time Trojans with a total of 163 touchdowns. And DeAndre Douglas is something special. He's probably going to get drafted.
Oh, yeah.
He's probably going to get drafted. The defense allowed Liberty quarterback, Mr. Calvert, he went 17 for 32 with 238 yards, and he threw 2 touchdowns on our defense. The Flames, that was their mascot, the Flames, they rushed it 23 times for 71 yards, and the Trojans just could not bring home the victory from Lynchburg. Luckily, it was an out-of-conference game,
Yeah.
and we don't have to worry about it. The Sun Belt Championship is still there to be had.
But a lot of social media was really on our passing defense.
Yeah.
I saw that a lot on social media.
Yeah.
I'm not calling it out, but they were just like,
And we have been torched a little bit, going all the way back to Boise State.
Yeah.
You know, been torched some. And, hey, Caleb Barker has been able to overcome, but he wasn't in this game.
Yeah.
So,
They wasn't.
next up, South Alabama.
On a Tuesday.
Tuesday, October the 23rd, down in Mobile. We need as many people to make the trip as possible on Tuesday night. Down there on the 23rd to Mobile, the South Alabama Jaguars will be looking for revenge.
Oh, yeah.
So, hey, moving on, hey, just a tough loss for the Trojans. Get it straight this week and move forward and whoop those Jaguars down in Mobile.
Now, Troy's off this week.
They're off.
correct?
They're off
yeah.
this week, yeah. Off. And hey, we need it.
Yeah, we
need
do.
it. Because I'm sure Coach Brown will coach them up this next week and a half. So Alabama beats the snot out of Missouri, and they cover the spread.
Cover the spread still. And a hurt quarterback.
And a hurt quarterback. Well, I don't know. He's just injured. He's not hurt. He's just, well, no, you said it right. He's hurt, not injured. There's a difference between hurt and injured.
Yeah.
He's just hurt. He's not injured. But Tua, before he got hurt, Wally, he was 12 of 22 for 265 yards and 3 touchdowns. And he still has not taken a snap in any fourth quarter of any game this year. I think he would have took one this time. But anyway. You could tell, though, Wally, he just wasn't zipping that ball. You could tell.
Yeah, he
wasn't shifting that weight. You know, when he was making that throw, he wasn't shifting that weight, and you could tell he was kind of chicken winging it a little bit and playing favoritism with that knee. He wasn't his. I mean, when you go as sharp and as crisp as he is, and he went 12 of 22, that you could tell his knee wasn't right.
It's like your weed eater that just
in and out.
Just wasn't firing on all cylinders.
And you could tell he was favoring that knee. Hey, Hurts came in backup duty. He was 7 of 8 for 115 yards and had some good scrambles on third down.
And he about caught a pass for a touchdown.
He did catch a pass, but he didn't score. He almost scored a touchdown. Yeah, they were trying to get him a touchdown.
Man, they had like eight guys. Missouri.
That was the call. We're going to get Jalen a touchdown pass right here. But he just couldn't get it in. Damian Harris rushed 14 times for 62 yards and a touchdown. Najee Harris ran it 13 times for 57 yards. Josh Jacobs had 9 carries for 52 yards. Jalen Hurts had 3 carries for 15 yards. So the offense just keeps chugging right along. Before the game, Alabama was averaging 54 points a game, leading the nation. So they dropped off just a little bit, but they probably still leading the nation in scoring.
Well, thank goodness they covered. That was the only team that covered me and Lowry's locker. Well, I got really rotten losers.
The really rottens are back up here for Lowry's losers. Receiving, 8 different receivers caught passes for the Tide, and just like you were saying with Charles Henderson, Puka Jones is spreading it around. Hey, the Tide spreading it around too.
Got receivers, and again, they had a couple receivers going down hurt. It was
some people getting hurt. You're right, man. You're right. Looking at the stats, Jerry Jeudy. This jumped off the screen at me. Jerry Jeudy is averaging a touchdown every third time he catches the ball, Wally. That's incredible.
That's incredible.
Jerry Jeudy is going to score a touchdown every third time he catches football. And that's just the stats. I mean, that's just incredible. He had 3 catches for 147 yards and a touchdown. Darius Smith had 4 catches for 100 yards and a touchdown. Henry Ruggs had 4 catches for 50 yards. Jalen Waddle had 2 catches for 27 yards. Jalen Hurts had that 1 catch for 7 yards. Irvin Smith Jr. had 1 catch for 2 yards, but it was a touchdown pass from Tua. And Mr. Keefe had 2 catches for 16 yards. They spreading the ball. Are you spreading the ball around like that? You don't know who you fix to throw it to. That's hard to defend.
It's just a potent offense.
Man.
And what Nick Saban's done in the last, I'm going to say, 3 years, not since he's been there, but the last 3 years, his offense is just getting
morphed.
Yeah. And it seems like his defense, he don't care about his defense.
Man.
His first I tell you what, his first couple of national championships in Alabama, it was all defense.
Yeah, but you're saying he don't care about it. Wally, they only had a safety, held Missouri to 113 yards passing, 70 yards rushing for 183 yards total.
They gave up 10 points. That's defense
I'm telling you
Alabama, just not what it
told y'all last week not to worry about Alabama's defense, that Saban was screaming at the second and third string. Remember I said that last week? Well, the second and third string didn't play this week, and look what happened.
Gave up 10 points.
Alabama goes to Knoxville this week to take on Tennessee, who is red hot coming off the victory at Auburn.
Man.
Nah, I'm kidding. They play at 2:30 on CBS.
And the line still had not come out.
I don't reckon. Is it because Tua's knee?
I wonder if that's the case. I don't know.
Line on the Alabama game right now. We try to get that. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with you.
That's some good banana pudding right there. Southern Roots, man. That's some good food. Wally, what are you doing out there, man?
I just ran 10 miles. Come get some of this banana pudding. Did you leave me
Man,
some?
it's the best banana pudding you've ever had, man. Hey, Southern Roots, they're open Sunday through Friday for lunch. It'll be the best banana pudding you've ever had. Man, I'm glad you made it. How far did you walk?
10 miles.
Come all the way from Brundage?
Yeah.
Come on, let's go eat.
Yes, sir.
Wally, where you been, man?
Neil, I've been across the street
Good
over
Lord,
there.
what are you going to do with all that?
I travels across the street street over there. The line was out the door, man. And I saw the UPS store, so I thought I'd come in here and see if
Well,
I
I'm
can
glad
get
you
the
came
mail.
to the UPS store.
Hey, welcome to the UPS store. Let me help you with that.
Good, look at this, man. Can you help him mail all this?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Good deal.
I'm
Hey,
getting everything for you.
Grade A customer service at the UPS store. Give them a call today, 566-9470. Don't go across the street. Go to the UPS store for all your copying, printing, and shipping needs.
Hey, Neil, man, need some help, man. I watched Point Break last night with Patrick Swayze.
What happened? Here comes the lifeguard.
Same guys, yesterday you already wrecked my kayak and got an insurance right
Are you
now.
okay?
Man, I think I pulled
Pulled your leg muscle?
my leg muscle.
You're going to have to go to Health Action to get that worked out with physical therapy. Give them a call, 670-5435. Health Action's in front of Hook's Barbecue. Man, I hope you're okay.
I hope too.
Man, I done went and got me some Crow's chicken down in Brundage
What you got
outside.
there, Nick?
Wally, this is Crow's chicken. Look at this sauce I got.
Oh, man.
This is a nugget snack from Brundage Crow's. This is the real Crow's with the real chicken nuggets, like an old time, big, thick, juicy, fried perfectly, just like the old days. And Crow's and Brundage, give them a call, 735-3005. I'm fixing to dig. Look at that.
Hey, put him on Armstrong.
Where? What's man? Give them a call. Brundage Crows. They cater. They even got fried catfish on Friday nights.
That's an oldie but a goodie.
Is that Flock Seagull?
No, you'll never get it. Hey, it was a one-hit wonder, I'll tell you that.
I don't even know if that's even a hit.
Breakfast at Tiffany's? Come on, man. Really?
We gotta get you better. That's gonna be my Christmas goal. Is get you on.
Y'all want to hear Lionel Richie or Breakfast at Tiffany's?
Never even heard of it. Oh, you got
That's classic, man.
That's horrible. I'm gonna have a nightmare listening to that stuff, man. Hey, Neil, before
Deep Blue something.
Deep Blue something. All
Yeah.
right, there you go.
Give us the Troy Rick update.
Lord help me. Okay. Oh, let me tell you, Troy Rec, the tackle football, and I'm gonna talk to you just a little bit
Yep.
about flag too. But tackle football, all teams made the Super Bowl.
All age groups.
All age groups. They're going to play in Ozark October 27th.
Mm-hmm.
Troy 8 and U are 3-1, and they play at 9 a.m. Troy 10 and under is 4-0, and they play at 10 o'clock. And then Troy 12 and under is 3-1, and they play at noon. So
Big day in Ozark.
Big day in Ozark, man. I'd like to see 3 Super Bowl rings from all 3 of those.
I remember the day where I used to want to go officiate those games and make that money.
Yeah,
and
that
it was fun.
That was some fun,
Yes, sir.
good money. But congratulations on our Troy Recreation Department.
That's right.
And then, we got flag football
Coming
right
up.
now coming up, and we're
Yeah.
going to have our playoffs next week.
That's right.
We got a big game tomorrow night, so I got to beat Robin Snyder. So if Robin's listening,
That's
coming
right.
after you, buddy. Coming after you.
Wally, we're going to swap these hats out real quick.
What you going to swap to, brother?
Oh, zoom in on that right there.
What's that?
Zoom
saying?
in on that. David?
Does that say
That
Auburn?
says Auburn National Champions 2010. We're about to talk about Auburn, so I want to get the national championship hat in there. Look at there.
Look at that.
2010 National Champions, Wally. How about that?
Hey, it won't
Right
say.
there.
It's not going to say 2019.
No, it's not. It's not.
I
Hey,
promise you that.
Auburn almost beats Tennessee. Almost, man. Tennessee. But look, Tennessee's one of the hottest teams in the nation, man. They're beating everybody. Wait a minute.
Tennessee.
Oh, my bad. Wait a minute. Oh. Auburn loses to Tennessee 24-30. Jared Stidham, 28 for 45. 28 for 40. Well, I threw the ball 45 times. 28 for 45. 322 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. At times, he was just running for his life. And when he wasn't running for his life, when they actually did block for him, he was gun shy because he'd been running for his life the play before. And it's just, bless his heart, Stidham is wearing all the blame, but the man's got cold feet, and he cannot stand in there and survey the field. He's watching the defensive line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not even
Yeah.
funny. And hey, before you go on those stats, I want to say I did not get to see the game. I was watching my nephew Tyler.
Yep.
He plays Kansas State. They put a whooping on
did.
Oklahoma
I
State.
got a little something special in here for Tyler.
For Tyler,
Yeah.
okay. We'll wait for that on Tyler.
Yeah.
But I did watch the replay on the Auburn game,
Yeah.
and it was sad.
Well, they actually outgained Tennessee 430 yards to 375 yards, but you can't overcome fumbles and interceptions. The 2 interceptions Stidham threw were awful, terrible, And the fumble, the running back fumbled one time and Stidham fumbled one time. Thought one of them was a scoop 7, scoop 6, whatever you want to call it, and he just can't overcome that. As a team, Auburn rushed the ball 28 times for 125 yards. Jatavius Whitlow led the way with 12 carries and 42 yards before he left the game with that same shoulder injury he had last week. Schwartz had 3 carries for 44 yards. Malik Miller had 6 carries for 32 yards. Cam Martin had 2 carries for 3 yards. And if there was one bright thing that happened for Auburn all day, was Schwartz is an emerging star for Auburn. He's a track star. He's lightning in a bottle. Y'all got Jalen Waddle. We got Schwartz. And he had 2 catches for 83 yards. One of them was a long touchdown where he just scorched the entire defense and outran everybody. And it was, and it opened my eyes. I was like, wow, why are we not getting that guy the ball every other play? I mean, really. The defense, Auburn's defense, they're very strong up front. They're weak in the defensive backfield, but I tell you what's happening. They're on the field so much, Wally, that their wheel is getting broken.
Yeah.
They get ill with the offense. They get ill with the special teams. They don't have time to catch their breath. They don't have time to get the Gatorade they want. They don't have time to look at the iPads for the coach to coach them up on the last 4 or 5 plays. They don't have time for the coach to draw on the grease board. They don't have time. And I guarantee you there's a line dividing the defense and the offense right now in the locker room.
Yeah, and they say it's nothing in the locker room, but
it's hard to believe. Hard to believe.
I really do.
Auburn has they got some dudes up front, but the defensive backs are weak and they're not covering very well. And the dudes up front are getting a chip on their shoulder, and they're not playing like they were at the beginning. They're not playing like they did, not like they did against Washington.
Well, let me ask you this, and I know you're an old Auburn fan. What's the answer?
Somehow Gus has got to figure out how to rally the troops because they got troops.
Yeah,
but can he? Can he figure out how to rally the troops? Hey, the Gus bus is shifting gears. We don't know if it's downshifting or upshifting. We'll find out here in the next week or 2.
Well, let me ask this for you.
And he is officially on the hot seat. They got GoFundMe accounts to try to get the $49 million.
Auburn has 4- and 5-star players.
Yeah.
So, and my lunch buddies, I won't call them out.
Not to the point like Alabama does, but we got big-time recruits.
Some good, great players.
Yeah. They're not being rallied up.
It's just not clicking.
There's a divide in the locker room between offense and defense. I'll tell you right now.
Well, let me throw this $1 million question. Do they have enough wins left in the season to even make a bowl game?
It's going to be close.
Maybe the Birmingham Bowl.
Well, therefore, and won't nobody go if they go to the Papa John's Bowl or the Belk. They're not going to go. Auburn's 4-3 overall. They're 1-3 in SEC play. So they got to win 2 more games.
I just don't think they're going to win another SEC game.
They go to Oxford this week. They play at 11 a.m.
And they're 3-point favorites.
What's Vegas seeing?
I don't know. And baby, they're going to be on my Lowry's locks. Ole Miss. I'm buying a beach house for that one.
11 a.m. on ESPN. Is that the by the boat game?
That's by the boat. I'm serious. That opened up.
Oh my God.
-3.
Auburn falling on hard times. I had a rough weekend. Auburn lost. Troy lost. I had a tough Saturday.
You did make some good hamburgers.
I did grill some good hamburgers Saturday.
Some good ones, brother.
We'll take another break. We'll be right back with you in just a second.
Wally, what you got there? Hey, man, I'm fishing for sharks, dude. A cane pole and wigglers? Oh, heck yeah, man. When you wear deep south apparel, you look good, you feel good, you can fish good. Well, I got on deep south. What you got? I got a big shark. Could be Charles's cousin with a cane pole.
Call Pete Van Horn, Deep South Apparel. Look for him on Facebook. Deep South Apparel. You might catch a shark. Wait a minute. Break it. Broke. The shark broke the hook. We're going to get him next time.
Good morning, everybody. This is Neil from Sports Chat with Neil and Wally. It's time for my morning biscuit. I want you to look how big that biscuit is. I'm going to put this butter on that biscuit. Came from the Pig Cafe out on North 3 Notch. Go see Yanni. Get you a real biscuit. Hey, Wally.
Hey.
What you got there?
Where'd you get that biscuit at?
This is Pig Cafe on North 3 Notch. Where'd you get that?
Oh, man, 231, one of those big box chain stores out there.
Man,
they even got a paper straw.
Man, look at the size of that little thing. Look at it. I'm about to pput butter on this. It's 3 times the size of that.
I should have gone see Yanni.
Go to the Pig Cafe on North 3 Notch or call them for catering, 334-770-0134. Get a real biscuit.
Don't want a wimpy biscuit.
Our patients trust us, and you can trust us too. At Southern Animal Hospital and Pet Resort, we're a full-service animal hospital offering preventative care and hospital care with complete in-house laboratory testing. You'll also love our on-site pet resort, featuring individualized care for your pet during their vacation. We believe every animal deserves the best care possible, and that's what we deliver every day. So the next time you need veterinary care, see Dr. Steve Barron at Southern Animal Hospital and Pet Resort.
I can't get this thing, man. Hang on, Wally. You done figured that thing out, man. You were in the tree every day. Man, can you believe he ain't got it in the tree this time? Look at that. Whoa. What's going on here? Man. What's going on? I didn't hit your vehicle, man. Wait a minute. Man, look how scratched up that thing is. God almighty, who can you call to get this fixed? Call Derek Bell at All-Star Collision, 808-8822. Any type of crap like this, or when Wally wrecks his drone, call All-Star Collision, Derek Bell, 808-8822 on 231.
My gosh. You made fun of, folks, he made fun of my breakfast at Tiffany's.
Good music right there, man.
I hope we don't get HIV. Are you kidding?
That's a good song, man.
Unbelievable.
You don't even know what the song is, do you?
It's Boy George.
No, it's not Boy George.
Is it Culture Club?
Culture Club.
Yeah. I know who it is.
What's the name of the song?
Come, chameleon.
There you go.
Okay. That's awful.
Hey, Joanna Ames said, great song. Thank you
Did she
so
really?
much. Yeah.
Joanna, please. Are you kidding me?
Hold on.
Oh, now,
Thank you,
now look
Joanna.
what you've done, Joanna.
Hold on.
That ain't Lionel Richie. Lionel Richie was better than that.
That's good music.
My gosh. I need to get tested for AIDS right now. Just pouring out of the speakers. College football in general.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, Chip Kelly gets his first win, and UCLA head coach. They beat their rival Cal, and they beat them bad, 30-7. I'm gonna tell you what, Chip Kelly, you let him have a year or two of recruiting, and let him get his little scat backs in there, and get him a little quarterback that can run the little plays he wants to run, that little quirky little offense like he had going at Oregon. He gonna win some games at UCLA. They just right now are built to pro-style quarterback. You know, that's where Rosen and all it was, and they had a pro-style recruits in there.
Yeah.
And you let Chip get his little scat backs in there, and all those speedsters and everything. Chip gonna be all right at UCLA. Scott Frost at Nebraska, while he was 0-12 at UCF, 2 years later, they win the national championship. The fake national championship.
They had a hard time against Memphis.
Yeah. He turned it around at UCF, and I believe he's going to be able to turn it around. Now Nebraska's not going to go 0-12 this year. In fact, they're going to win this week, mark it down. They're going to beat Minnesota. But they almost beat Northwestern this last week. Bless their heart, Northwestern come back at the last second and beat them. But watch out for Scott Frost getting his first win as a Nebraska Husker this Saturday. Minnesota and P.J. Fleck come to town. P.J. Fleck was at Central Michigan and won all those games at Central Michigan. So he's doing all right in Minnesota. But Nebraska gets their first win next Saturday. Mark it down. Old Neil said it. Oregon beats Washington 30-27 in overtime. Well, this was an elimination game.
Elimination game. You're right.
If Washington lost, their playoff hopes were over. If Oregon lost, their playoff hopes were over. Both teams already had one loss. Now, Oregon's loss, they gave it to Stanford. Gave it to them. All they had to do was hit a knee. And they fumbled the ball, and Stanford ends up winning in overtime. Hey, Oregon, watch out for Oregon. They're sneaky. A lot of teams got one loss. Oregon's got one loss. Of all the one-loss teams, watch out for the Quackers, the Ducks. How about them Iowa Cyclones?
Man.
Iowa State sneaks up. Hey, every year, Iowa State is awful. Well, not awful, but they're going to lose 4 or 5 games.
Every time.
Iowa State's going to lose 4 or 5 games every year, but them son of a guns are going to beat somebody.
And West Virginia, out of all teams, because West Virginia's strong.
West Virginia is no longer in the ranks of the undefeated. Will Grier is no longer in the Heisman race. thanks to the Iowa State Cyclones. That was the upset of the year. This was upset Saturday. I'm going to call it. Yesterday was upset Saturday. The Cyclones upset West Virginia 30-14. But watch those Cyclones, man.
Good gracious. Neil, poor old Eddie Billings, Dr. Billings. His Penn State Nittany Lions upset by Michigan State. I talked to him on text.
The Spartans.
The Spartans. And Eddie was saying they were going to beat them 2-3 touchdowns. Check this out. Michigan State hits a 31-yard TD pass with 19 seconds left. There in Happy Valley.
It was at Penn State,
I mean, Neil, if you remember, Michigan State had 16 starters returning and was preseason ranked number 6.
They were.
Number 6 in the nation.
They were.
But all jokes aside, they just had a terrible start.
They did.
But, teams that don't play well,
watch out.
Watching to be a spoiler. And they sure were.
Don't nobody want to play.
21-17.
Nobody wants to play Michigan State.
Oh, no. Not now they don't.
Michigan State, preseason ranked number 6. They had 16 returning starters, you said? 16 returning starters, and they got out of the gate slow, and now they're starting to get it together a little bit. Nobody wants to play Michigan State. Hey, they got the Michigan game coming, though.
Hey, well, what about this Georgia game?
They play, and Michigan has to go to East Lansing Saturday. And they're coming off whooping Penn State in Happy Valley. Watch out, Michigan. But I got some good Michigan news though coming up.
I think the lines will pick them.
Is it?
I think so.
Georgia loses to LSU.
What happened, Georgia?
36-16. Hey, Jake Fromm looked human. He looked like a normal quarterback. He did not look like a robot out there throwing strikes. He looked like a normal quarterback. He didn't look like a special one Saturday. And LSU's quarterback, old Burrow, who transferred in from Ohio State, was the ultimate game manager. I'm not going to turn it over. I'm not going to risk it. Let's run the ball conservative. I'm only going to throw it to the wide open receivers only. I'm only going to throw it where my receiver can catch it. I'm not going to try to squeeze anything in. I'm going to let my guys play defense, and I'm going to let my special teams kick it to the corner.
Yeah, exactly.
Game manager Burrows, he transferred in from Ohio State, and that looks like all LSU needed last year was a daggone quarterback, and they got him one to manage the game. Hey, LSU, don't nobody want to play LSU either.
I know. That's my
that should be Alabama. That should be Alabama's worry right now is Orgeron and LSU, because they're heckling Jive.
Yeah, you don't know what.
Who's going to show up? Who's going to show up? The team that converts on 5 fourth-down conversions, or the team that looks terrible? You don't know who's going to show up for LSU. Everybody's scared of them. Georgia knocked from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Poor Nate Knox.
Oh, poor Nate. Poor Nate. Hey, Mr. Haskins from Ohio State still gunslinging it. Man, he has got a rocket cannon arm. Again, he reminds me of Warren Moon.
Yeah.
He reminds me of Warren. Watch his mannerisms. I'm telling you, he reminds me of Warren Moon.
Will it push him up enough to win the Heisman?
I don't know about that, but he will be in New York. He'll be sitting down there on the front row. He'll be invited. I don't know if he'll win it, but Mr. Haskins.
He's good, but he's so unpredictable. I mean,
he looks clumsy.
Yeah, he looks like me running.
Yeah. Wally, Michigan beats Wisconsin. And folks are finally starting to talk about Michigan because Michigan lost first game of the year to Notre Dame. And Michigan got off everybody's radar because they lost.
Well, Notre Dame's good.
Guess what? They're undefeated. Notre Dame's undefeated. Yeah. I'd say they're a little good. Now, they struggled this week, but they got the W.
Yeah.
Some of these teams that struggled this week just wish they would have got that W. Well, Notre Dame got the W. Hey, Michigan beats Wisconsin. Folks are starting to talk about them. Not only have they only lost one game. Hey, Shea Patterson, the transfer in from Oxford, from Ole Miss, I've been watching him. He's getting more comfortable every game. Shea Patterson, this last game against Wisconsin, they were running him. Harbaugh said, "Okay, you got the legs. We're gonna start running." They started running that little read option. It was. I'm telling you, watch out for Harbaugh. Michigan's defense is always good too. They're good this year, just like they always are.
Let me ask you this: if they played Ohio State tomorrow, would they beat Ohio State?
Probably not. I'm just saying watch out for them. But Michigan's probably in the top 4. Hey, we will take a last break. We'll be right back with you.
Hey, Neil, I need some help, man.
What are you doing? What are you trying to grill?
I done burnt my barbecue, bro.
those ribs look crisp, man. What in the world have you done? You have ruined those ribs.
I can't grill, can't have nothing, man.
Man, Hook's Barbecue's right down the street, the best barbecue in South Alabama, probably in the southeast United States. Hook's Barbecue, man, it's right over there. Give them a call. They do catering. You can get ribs like that. Like, all you got to do is go through the drive-thru and get the ribs. 808-8008. Call them for your catering. Anything you need, they can fix them. They can fix any type of catering order you need. Don't cook your ribs like this, burnt crisp.
Neil, man, what have you done?
Man, I done messed up.
The wind got caught in that umbrella.
Man, I can't. Oh, no, here you
Hey
go.
man, you again? You already crashed my kayak yesterday and got an insurance claim about drowning surf earlier. Now what happened?
I don't know, man. What, are you injured?
Yeah, I might have to call Jason Jones. What's that number?
You gonna need a splint?
A splint and some oxygen.
Call Jason Jones at Jones Medical. He's gonna need a splint for this injury on the beach. 566-1002. Medical injury at the beach. Can you believe it?
Dadgummit. Man.
What's going on, Wally? What's wrong with that thing?
Oh, Neil, Dad, my gum, man. I can't cut grass. I can't have nothing anymore.
Is it broke? I mean,
I don't know.
What
What I
chopped it all up over there.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. What I should have done was called Blake Turner with Turner Mowing at 334-465-0600, and I wouldn't be in this predicament
Look
right
at
here.
this. Best rates in town. Call Blake Turner. He'll give you a low quote. He'll give you the best job. Wally, what are you doing out here at the Troy Sports Shop, man? That's a nice looking gun.
Man, Neil, this is about a $2,000 gun. I'd love to have this thing, but I'm so broke. American Express sent me a letter and said, please leave home without it.
Man, what you need to do is go to the Charles Henderson Athletic Foundation. They're raffling these guns off.
Oh, are they?
$100 tickets. All they're going to sell is 300 tickets. That's it. So you got a good shot at winning. Then they got Berettas, Bonellis, Brownies, 12 gauge, 16 gauges, 20 gauges. Your choice. Every one of those shotguns is over $1,500 a piece. You could win that.
All right, man. So they only selling 300 tickets.
300 tickets is all they're selling. Get with somebody at the Charles Henderson Athletic Foundation. Get your ticket today.
Anthrax.
Nah. Come on, man. I'm stepping back now.
Oh, that's Elton John.
Yeah, come on, y'all. That's better than Culture Club. Come on now.
Nah, that's Jackson
Somebody,
Brown,
baby.
man.
Jackson
Yeah,
Brown.
Yeah, I love him, baby.
Jackson Brown. Come on now, y'all with me? My music's better than Wally's. Hey, roll call the college scores real quick.
Roll call.
Ohio State 30, Minnesota 14, Florida 37, Vandy 27, Auburn 24, Tennessee 30, Notre Dame 19, Pitt 14, Texas 23, Baylor 17, Oregon 30, Washington 27 in overtime. UCF 31, Memphis 30. Huge comeback in the fourth quarter by UCF. LSU 36, Georgia 16, Michigan State 21, Penn State 17, Texas A&M 26, South Carolina 23, Iowa State 30, West Virginia 14. Huge upset. Virginia 16, Miami 13, Alabama 39, Missouri 10, Michigan 38, Wisconsin 13, USC 31, Colorado 20, South Florida 25, Tulsa 24, Liberty 21, Troy 16, Ole Miss 37, Arkansas 33. Tyler, this one's for you, buddy. Kansas State 31, Oklahoma State 12. How about them?
And he had a personal foul.
Go ahead, man. Get you 15 yards and win the game.
And then they scored a touchdown the next, but that
That's
was
right.
a baloney.
Next week's game's coming up, Wally. Troy's off. Alabama's at Tennessee. Auburn is at Ole Miss. Clemson hosts North Carolina State. Watch out.
It's going to be a good one.
Gonna be a good one. Florida's off. Georgia's off. Kentucky hosts Vandy. LSU hosts Mississippi State. Michigan State hosts Michigan. Missouri hosts Memphis. Nebraska hosts Minnesota. Put that one on there because it's going to be Nebraska's first win. Notre Dame is off. Ohio State is at Purdue. Oklahoma's at TCU. That one's for you, Ricky. Oregon is at Washington State. Penn State is at Indiana. Stanford is at Arizona State. Texas is off. Texas A&M is off. USC is at Utah. Washington hosts Colorado. And West Virginia is off. Wally, you got some picks. Lowry's losers.
Lowry's
hey,
losers.
Get in tight right here on the Really Rottens. Tell us about it. Last week's picks, man.
Last week's picks, man, were terrible. I was 1-4.
Oh, man. What? But overall for the year.
Overall for the year, though, I'm 21, 12, and 2. So I'm still rocking the boat, baby.
That's right.
Still rocking the boat.
Way to go.
Hey, let me tell you, this week's Lowry's Locks, North Texas at UAB. take North Texas -1. Hey, North Texas is good in Conference USA, buddy.
Okay.
They're good.
All right.
All right. Auburn at Ole Miss.
Take Auburn.
Take Ole Miss +3.
You got to be kidding.
Ole Miss +3. Take Mississippi State at LSU. LSU take them -6. They're going to win by 2 touchdowns.
You think so?
And then my all-time favorite, you've been joking with me all year, Nevada at Hawaii. Take them -3.5.
Win a boat, buy your boat.
Buy your boat on that one, baby, for sure. And then my last one, Wake Forest at Florida State. Take Florida State -10. And then I did one here, Penn State at Indiana Hoosiers. And let me tell you, take Indiana plus 14.
Penn State's going to be licking their wounds.
They're licking their wounds. Take take Indiana plus 14.
I like the Hoosiers. Hey, we got a little something new we're going to throw at you tonight. We want to do Neil's top 4 and Wally's top 4. Since it's almost time for playoff selection, we want you to know who we think's in. And I'll go first. A no-brainer. Alabama is going to be ranked number 1. Who else? I mean, Alabama's going to be ranked number 1. Number 2, and don't laugh at me now, Notre Dame.
Oh, my goodness.
Notre Dame coming in at number 2.
Okay.
Number 3, Neil's got Ohio State. And we're going to keep up with this from week to week now, see who's in and who's out. And number 4, I already mentioned it on the show. I said, watch out. They're the best one-loss team out there, the Michigan Wolverines. Yes, Georgia's out. Close. And I'm not going to, my producer's not going to put this up there for you, but watch out for Oregon. They're a close number 5, scratching to get in on that top 4. Now, Wally, give them your top 4.
My top pick, of course, again, first on the list, Alabama. No doubt. I mean, they're just too strong. Number 2 is going to be Ohio State. That's why I was asking you think would Michigan State, would Michigan beat Ohio State tomorrow if they play? They're strong. My number 3 is Notre Dame.
Yep. Okay.
I like that. And then 4 is, and you laugh.
I laugh because they're going to have 2 losses.
No, well, right now, I mean, the way things are
you're going
playing
right
off,
now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Georgia is my number 4. Even with 1 loss, let me tell you.
They weren't ready for prime time.
Georgia, the reason I have them up there, Georgia is just, they got too many weapons. They're strong. They had 1 hiccup. Hey, Alabama, historically, they always have 1 hiccup.
So you're saying your top 4 is if they played this weekend?
Yes, if they played this weekend.
Well, I didn't do mine that way. I did mine. This is the
final.
These are the 4 that are going to make the playoffs at the end of the year. So we got a little difference in theory here because we both agree Georgia's going to have 2 losses. Alabama's going to beat them in the SEC.
Alabama's going to beat them.
So Georgia's out with 2 losses. They're not making the top 4. So your top 4 is today.
Today.
All right. Well, I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Well, my 5th one was.
Go ahead.
My 5th one was Michigan.
Michigan. Okay.
My 5th one was Michigan.
Yeah, and Michigan's. Hey, watch out for the Wolverines. They got a little chip on their shoulder because they've been so close the last couple of years.
I like that coach's glasses. Pretty cool.
Harbaugh?
Yeah.
He wears them cleats. Khakis and cleats.
Old school.
I don't know if he thinks he's going to get in or what. I don't know.
Oh, it reminds me of old Coach Ronnie Gillen. Always wearing the old high socks and the cleats.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Anyway, hey, let's talk the coaches. The AP poll came out, I guess, about 2 hours ago. And here's the AP poll as of about 2.5 hours ago. The obvious, Alabama's number 1, Ohio State's number 2, Clemson's number 3. And if you'll notice, me and you both left Clemson out.
I left them out.
I think they're going to stumble. And when they stumble this year, they're not going to let them back in. Not going to let them back in. Notre Dame's 4, LSU's 5, Michigan 6, Texas is 7. Georgia drops all the way to number 8 in the AP poll. Oklahoma is 9, and UCF is now in the top 10.
Top 10.
Are they going to get another national championship?
They'll probably give them a fake one again.
I can't believe that Memphis game.
But let me tell you,
I went out and told somebody Memphis won the game. I did. They said, well, UCF finally got beat. And then I went back and looked, and they had come back and scored 3 touchdowns and won that game. That's incredible.
But they'll sure enough, if they go undefeated, then they don't get. But let me ask this. are they going to, if they go undefeated, they're going to put them in that top 4? No.
No,
I don't think
so. They'll have to win a bowl game and claim another national championship.
Yeah, that's probably what they're going to do.
They'll probably beat Mississippi State.
Now, they beat
They'll
somebody
beat Mississippi.
last year. Who did they beat? Auburn. There you go.
Chick-fil-A Bowl.
Chick-fil-A Bowl.
Yeah.
So Auburn let them win the national championship.
Now Auburn allowed them to win the national championship.
There you go.
go.
And what was crazy, Auburn
Which was
beat,
the starting of the downfall.
Hey, let me tell you, Auburn beat Alabama and Georgia last year.
Yeah.
Y'all beat how
Anybody
many?
can win on any given Saturday.
Hey,
Auburn had a good team last year. They got it rolling.
Hey, technically, and I told Steve Stokes this, Auburn beat the Alabama national championship and, well, they lost.
They did.
But they played.
Hey, real quick, baseball. Houston's ahead of Boston 1-0, and I didn't think anybody could beat Boston. I dang sure didn't think Houston would be ahead of them 1-0. They play tonight. I'm going to go watch that. The Dodgers and the Brewers are tied up 1-1, and I'm taking Boston and L.A. I think that's going to be your World Series. The Boston Red Sox and the Los Angeles Dodgers.
L.A.'s looking good.
L.A.'s looking good. They put it on my Braves. They did, man. So, hey, that's the baseball. And, hey, thank you for tuning in tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Sports Chat with Neil and Wally. We appreciate it. We'll see you next Sunday night at 6 o'clock. Thank you very much.